And my plan is to technically fill a little bit of flowers and plants here, make it a little more beautiful. Today's the day we're gonna actually get this running and going and get it done. Tonight, so I have to seal them.
Seal them?
They just look too messy for me to feel good about it. I think we need to take more grass out. It's another beautiful day and we are in our garden, and today is pinching day. I'm gonna show you my seeds that I plant them end of April. Just keep thinking that I'm gonna kill them. Really don't trust myself with plants. I think I'm gonna wait for the blueberries because I found a spot, but I can't remember if it's sunny in the morning or not.
It's not uncommon to find ants in the soil, but you might want to gently remove any ants from the hole before planting.
Age of technology is not acceptable to make mistakes.
It's still acceptable not to use the option.
We are finally done. Lily is like not happy the fact that we've been out.
Oh, I haven't met on yet. Let me show you something. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go, Lily Bobo.
Hello friends, we're back. It's end of July. We are experiencing heat wave. It's very hot. It's like extremely hot, and I choose to come in the sun and plant my new flowers. That's the plan. I don't know why I choose do it right now, but I'm gonna do it. It's not that many flowers, so we're just gonna find a spot for them, plant them. I'm gonna give you an update of the garden and where it's at. I hope this heat wave doesn't kill my garden. Some of them are not really happy, but what can we do? I got this flower right here, so I think I'm gonna actually put them there. Some of the flowers that I planted there didn't grow. We went away for a weekend. Some of these I think died in the heat, and I watered them, and it did actually rain that time too. But anyways, that area is a little empty. And then we also have this area where I planted the peonies. The peonies was the first one that something happened to them. They're not dead, so I think they might come back next year. So I think I'm gonna plant that one there. All right, so let's do it. All right, these are the lilies. I don't know the full name, but you can see they've been blooming. I have planted these flowers here because this spot was empty, but here are all the flowers that we planted, and these are also about to bloom. Look at them, they're so cute. And these ones are not really, I don't see any flower yet, but eventually maybe. Or maybe these are one of those that they're gonna come next year. There are quite few of them. These guys are blooming. These were here before, so this one always blooms sooner than the rest of them, but it's coming. I think in probably in 2 weeks it's gonna be all bloom, maybe less, maybe in a week. And then I'm gonna show you the garden that I did it from the seed. I'm so happy about this garden, especially because I started it from seed. They are just gorgeous. So here's the, I think, Amarata. They're the tallest one out of all of these flowers. They were this small, guys. Like, look at that. Look how little is that. And then look at this. It just amazed me. It really does. These are Basil's flowers, and they're all kind of blooming. I can't wait to show you guys the full bloom. All right, I'm gonna go have a cool drink because I'm legit getting heat stroke. It's been very hot, but this garden really gives me so much joy. End of August, we've been having a very, very dry and hot summer. I mean, usually we want that, but not as dry as what we got. If I show you the lake, the water is so low that we almost have a beach, and we never had that much like land exposed from the lake. It's just crazy. And if you look at the nature, you can, like, the trees are already changing colors. It looks like almost end of October. The leaves are falling, they're turning colors, and I think because the heat really stressed the trees. You can even see it on this one here. Last year this tree was like green around this time, and in October would turn really red and really beautiful. It just breaks my heart that it just didn't get to that this year because it's been so dry, and we got quite a few heat waves. So, you know, I think today is gonna rain. So I was like, yes, please. we can get some rain. And shout out to all of the firefighters in this country who are fighting all the wildfires. We got quite a few here in Nova Scotia, and I think we're getting help from other provinces to help that. And I hear the helicopters very often because they're dealing with that. Anyways, my garden. I am so excited to show you my garden with all the things that happened this summer, and no rain, heat wave, all of that. I think it still turned out very well. I was hoping for a time that they're all blooming at the same time, but I guess that's another thing I learned, that not all of them bloom at the same time. So maybe next year I can plan them the way that every once in a while we have something that blooms. That's something I learned. And my flower bed is thriving. I started that flower bed from the seed, and I went to a workshop for that and they mentioned that not all of the seeds gonna survive, and they may grow, and then when you plant them out in the garden, they may not survive. But mine has survived. I really tried so hard to make this flower bed bloom and not kill them. I already had quite a few bouquets from that flower bed. I'm actually about to make another one, but I thought before I cut the flowers, I'll show you what it looks like right now. And I actually have to cut some of the flowers here as well, so then they can bloom better, because once you have a flower, you have to cut them so the nutrition goes to the other ones and they can continue blooming. I think we can get flowers till end of September. I think now that it's a little bit cooling down, they actually like it better. The heat was really stressing everything. It was stressing me, even though I love heat. So all right, I'm going to show you the garden, and I'm going to show you the flower bed. And I just have to say, this experience has been amazing. I have learned so much about gardening, about the flowers, what they need, what they want, how to do them. I'm already excited for next year because I just have a different vision now for the garden. This time we just kind of learned. I'm not a really person to learn by reading a lot. I have to do it. Hopefully I can move them by the time is, I think October, around that time is when, if you want to plant them somewhere else, you can start moving them around. I have a different vision for this area. I think next year we're gonna work on the look now that we know the flowers a little bit better. Let me show you the garden and the flower bed. I'm gonna cut some flowers. Hopefully it won't start raining when I'm doing this. Although, we'll take the rain. We need the rain. Lily, what you looking at? Oh my goodness. I have to make a statue of Lily. Legit put it right there. I need two. Reminds me of those like very old Asian, Persian buildings that they had a lion at the gate. I need a statue of Lily. These are the hostas. I actually plant them later than the flowers that I plant. We had a little friend came over and ate them. So they're very small, but they survived. I thought they won't grow back, but they did, but they're just very small. I think for next year, they're probably gonna go to the full size. I probably have to separate them and put them, each of them has their own space so then they can grow really big, hopefully. And that's part of one of my vision for next year. We also have another one over there. She's pretty big and I would like them all next to each other. We have another small bed over there of the same kind. They are bigger, not too big, but bigger than these ones because nobody ate them. This is another thing that I learned, that I don't have to plant them next to each other. I thought in order to get a really big one, they need to be close to each other, but I guess not like those ones. All right, so I'm going to show you actually that side and the beautiful dahlias in the back. All right, these are the other hostas that I plant them, and they're kind of like a little bit bigger than the other ones there. I don't know, maybe they will continue growing till like end of October. These ones I just bought them end of the season from the nursery close to us because this area was empty, and they were really good price, so I bought a bunch of them and just plant them. And I might actually do that next year. Like I might do some that I grow myself and then buy a bunch that I just plant them, and I do that like every year. I think that would also be a good way to kind of see what you have and plant them where you want. These ones are the ones that I started from seed. So cute. I have to cut them, add it to my bouquet for today's bouquet, and I'm gonna make another bouquet for my neighbor. So we also have some of these ones here. I don't know their name, but we have a bunch of them on the other side. I think I'm gonna add these to them, or maybe get more and plant them a little bit closer to each other. I did plant something here, but one of our tank, like the connection is here and we needed it, so we had to take the plants that I put them here out. And I think in my future planning and designing, I have to make this area accessible just in case if we need to. And here are the dahlias. So here's the dahlias. They actually, yeah, Mom. What is it? Look at this one. Anyways, they're looking great, but some of them are blooming, giving flowers, and some of them are not. So I don't know if they're still in the process of growing and eventually will. Well, that one is very tall, but not giving much of flowers. These ones here, I say they do. And these ones here that I have to plant them next year more close to each other. Some of them are blooming and some of them haven't. Maybe till end of September, the rest bloom as well. All right, this is the other hosta that was already here. So I think for next year, I'm gonna put the other one next to this one. And that's kind of part of my vision for next year. This one was part of the other, I think their name is Lily, and it was really big. So I thought I can cut them and put it here, which actually worked out very well. It's been blooming. There's one more, I think, is coming through. So it did survive. It didn't hate it. These two here, I got them later. I planted them on the other side, but we had to dig that part for our tank. So I moved them. I don't know if the heat destroyed them or because I moved them, or I should have just deadheading them. But I think they're gonna come back. It's not dead, it's just not giving flowers anymore. I think for next year they will come back. I might leave them here or give them a new home. This flower bed was here when we moved in. I think those flowers over there bloomed earlier than the rest of them. But these ones are blooming, and the white ones. So I have few of these on the other side. I think I'm gonna just, when the time is right, bring them over here and plant them with these. I think when you group them looks better. And that's another thing I learned. I just followed the instruction when I was planting them, how I did this spacing, but they're kind of quite far from each other. So I think that's another thing I'm gonna do, and gonna move some of those over here. I may expand this area, bring some of those that they are there here, and then do something completely different for next year over there. An update about the blueberries. Unfortunately, they did not survive. I think they were already dead. I kind of knew that they were already dead. But I had to plant them just in case. There's a little bit of life in them. I probably should have planted them sooner, but I don't think I could because I waited till last frost and then I did it. And I guess that just too long for them to not be planted. So maybe next year, maybe this is not the zone for them. I'm not sure. I should check that probably. But I figured if they sell it here, then that means you can have blueberries here. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's go to the most exciting part, which is my flower bed. Well, here's our flower bed. Oh my God, guys, these basils, as soon as you just touch them slightly, they smell like heaven. I am so happy with this one. It turns out like I can't imagine it any better. It's just perfect, and it's keep blooming. I already made a couple bouquet out of this. These guys were so tall, I just cut them so then these guys can grow, and I think it will continue blooming and I will continue to have flowers. I think I have enough for my neighbors. How about we just make a bouquet right now, because these guys are so nice. I just need to let that massive bee just go. Look at it. So beautiful though. You like my flowers, don't you? I don't blame you. I like them too. All right, friends, look at this bouquet. Oh my gosh, honeybee. You can get the honeybee to come on my bouquet. Honeybee. Almost. No. It's okay. We don't like other. We can't really pay attention to another beings than Lily. It's okay. All right, friends, this is the end of the vlog. I think I'm gonna go put this bouquet in the water and actually make another one for myself. And that's it. I'm really hoping we get some rain. I think they would love some rain. Every time that rained, the garden was like so happy. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for coming along. I'm gonna go put these flowers in water and I'm gonna make another bouquet for myself. That's it. I'm super happy with this garden. I'm gonna do a bigger one and better one next year, so stay tuned. In fall we're gonna actually start getting prepped, get this whole area ready for next year. So come along, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And until next time, adios. You ready to go? I'm gonna name this garden Lily's Garden. I have a photo of a Lily's garden. It was the actual garden. We're gonna put that. Do you want me to make a board for you and say Lily's Garden?